That was exhausting. I let myself forget to relax, so class left me majorly tired.
半端に進んでるから大変っしょ。
What a time we picked transfer. Well, at least summer break is around the corner. We had final exams before that, but once we overcame those, it was summer break. When is summer break anyway? Because summer is literally around the corner. Really, in real life here, isn't it? Summer break. Oh, I just realized something very important. Do you guys leave the island and go home during your breaks? I hadn't thought about it. We just got here, so the thought of going home was hardly on our minds. If everyone else goes home, there's no point staying.
私は帰んないよ。めんどくさいし。私も帰らないよ。
Takase sat in the seat diagonally in front of me. She turned around and raised her hand. Wow, so plenty of girls stay behind?
ほとんどそうなんじゃないかな。正月は帰るけど、夏は帰らないって子が多いよね。
I see. That's a relief. Now I know our summer won't go to waste. That was almost the whole reason we came here. But don't most of the parents want their daughters to come home?
だってね、正月はお年玉があるからいいけど、夏は何もないじゃない。それなら交通費だってバカにならないしね。そういう理由じゃないと思うけどね。ランはいつもお金のことばっかりなんだから。信用できる口は死人の口とガマ口だけってね。
That's not funny.
ランはこの通りだから、はるまくんも気をつけなよね。そうだよ。油断してると、かずしくんもランにお尻の毛までむしられちゃうんだから。
This makes me... What was that song called? Was it called Man Eater? It's like, watch up boy, she'll chew you up. She's a man eater. Oh, did it have a different title to the song? I can't remember. Haven't heard that song in ages. Haruka poked her head into our class.
あれ？はるにゃんまた来たの？うん、来ちゃった。
Haruka wasn't giving up. She still came to our class. Maybe she didn't have a place in her own class anymore.
でも、お尻の毛までってこの言葉って変だよね。お尻に毛なんて生えないもんね。お猿さんだってお尻には毛がないじゃないね。
What? Oh, some people do. Day goes like a jungle down there. What?
え？そうなの？お尻毛？嘘だ。
She stood up and tried to look at her own butt. Don't flip your skirt up to check. See? Now we saw them.
ああ、もう、ほら見えるってば。
Takase quickly pulled her skirt back down. Haruka finally realized what she was doing and jumped back. Haruka flushed with embarrassment.
あ、やだ、渡したら。
Not at all. Actually, I did. They were blue to go with her last name, I guess. You know, how Zora has got blue in it. Ow, you know.
ほんと、はるにゃんってうかつだよね。そういうところがまた可愛いんだけど。はるかはガード甘すぎなの。これからは男の目を気にしなきゃ。見せるときは私を通して。
Don't try to profit off this. You're really all about money, huh?
ねえ、なんでみんなお尻の毛の話してたの？
Yeah, good question. Why? That just came out of nowhere. Let's backtrack. Let's look for the log. Blah 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 blah. Erica wasn't giving up. Maybe she didn't have a place in her own class anymore. So she came in, she said, yeah, I came again. And then she said, but you know, that phrase is strange. We don't have any hair on our bottoms. Even monkeys don't, right? I mean, that came out of nowhere, Erica. What the fuck? And just like, her saying that phrase just kind of feels fitting in a way. Because, you know, the ears kind of remind me of monkeys half the time. Because they're so freaking distinct. I don't think I've seen such an... distinct art style on the ears in any other novel or anime or whatever, you know? Because you brought it up, Haruka.
うわ、濡れ衣だよ。人を勝手にお尻毛マニアにしないでください。
But it's kind of true, she did. Is she serious?
はるかだからね。
It's like she just like she was like it's like she was having a conversation in her own head and just like spoke it aloud randomly halfway through. That's how it felt, isn't it? She's hard to understand.
お尻の毛の話なんてしてないよ。夏休みの話してたの。ああ、もう夏休みだね。今年は男の子もいるし楽しみだな。
She looked at me and smiled. Her smile made me even more excited about our summer break.
当然はるかは規制はなしだ。当たり前だよ。だって家はこの島だもんね。
That's right. Erika was born and raised here on this island. Of course our home is here.
今年はみんなもいるんでしょ。しばらく潮を満ちないだろうし。
What's that about tides?
ほら、はるまくんも昨日見たんじゃないかな。この島って定期的に海面がすっごく下がるの。
So, is it not magic? And, well, it seems like there is some element of magic that's gotta be involved here. Oh yeah, we did see that. That was scary.
潮が引くと船がつけられないのよね、ここって。だから潮が満ちてる時期に合わせてこの時期の編入になったんじゃないかな。
I see. If the ships can't dock, then they can't leave either. That's the whole reason we couldn't leave. And I think, like, in the first or second part, it was the first part, when there was, like, some fishermen talking and all that, I can't remember, but they probably were, like, hinting at that, like, foreshadowing, without pointing out. It's like, oh yeah, the boats and all that are going to, you know, have to be, like, probably taken out of the water or docked or whatever. I can't remember. I mean, what the fuck do you do in a situation like that? It's like, are we gonna leave our ships sink with the tide, or are we going to put them on land, or what? It's just like, imagine that. Just leave the boats, so the island kind of rises and the tide goes down a considerable amount. Just like, well, we won't be seeing our boats for a while. See their boats again, all completely wrecked. It's like, ah, shit. This truly is an isolated island on a distant sea. What a place we've come to.
自然ってすごいよね。
I know, we all got so scared last night.
何鼻の下伸ばしてんのよ。
Two pairs of eyes filled with loathing were cast upon us. Fuusen and Rei have treated us like enemies ever since yesterday.
ちょっとはるかちゃん、そんな男とあんまり話さない方がいいわよ。
You know, of the two, it feels like Fuusen is just antagonistic regardless. Like, she'd look down on them regardless of knowing about the perverted side. Like, if that scene hadn't happened, she'd still hate them. While she seems more like she wouldn't hate them. She'd probably maybe dislike them, but she wouldn't hate them if not for what had happened, probably. Presumably.
はるかちゃんなんかぼーっとしてるからすぐ腹まされちゃうんだから。
What? What's wrong with this bitch? There's a limit to how mean one can be.
そうなの？腹まされちゃうの？
No, listen to them, Haruka. That's not going to happen.
ちゃんと下着履いてる？抜き取られてない？
嘘。
She checked inside her skirt again. I got to have a second peek.
私はセーフ。ちゃんと履いてた。
On you too, Takase. Besides, how could we ever be skilled enough to seal the underwear you're wearing?
そうよね。そんなテクニックがあったら今頃立派なスリになってるってね。
Of course, it always has to resort to some kind of money thing with you, doesn't it? No, that's wrong. Pickpocketing isn't splendid.
ねえ、ちょっとラン。
For some reason, they were ganging up on Ran.
何？
このけだものはランの管轄なの？だったらもうちょっとちゃんとしつけときなさいよね。 どうせカモにしようとしてるんだろうけど。
そんなんじゃないわよ。まあいいでしょ。私が誰とつるもうとさ。
Ren smiled back, but her eyes were challenging Fuusen. Fuusen shuddered under the pressure.
何よ。
You know what I find weird is that her name's Fuusen right there, but if we go into sound settings, it's Fuusen. So which one is right? I'm just gonna assume Fuusen because it's always
私
there.
が誰とつるもうと周りにとやかく言われたくないって言ってるの。私は私のやりたいようにやるのよ。
何を偉そうに。ほんとあんたには協調性ってものが欠けてるみたいね。
集団でトイレに行くのが協調性ならそんなもん私はいらないわ。
Ran scoffed at Fuusen's insult. She was acting cool like a lone wolf, but was Ran an outsider in this class? Well, Ran didn't seem to care.
まあいいわ。ほっときましょう、こんなの。
言っとくけど男子、特にあんたのお仲間とはこのクラスの女子は口聞かないからね。話しかけたり絡んできたりしないでちょうだい。
Huh? No one else said that. Are you saying you're going to ignore us? Is this some kind of bullying?
それ私もなの？私は隣のクラスだから関係ないよね。
さくらもはるかちゃんも自分を大切だと思うなら男なんかと関わらない方がいいって。
女子の下着をいたずらするような性犯罪者とは口聞きたくないし、できれば同じ空気だって吸いたくないくらいよ。
What? Don't you think that's a little too spiteful? What's the point of coming to an all-girl school if they won't talk to us?
えらく嫌われちゃったわね。ちょっとみんな喧嘩ばっかりしてないでもっと仲良くしようよ。
いやよ。だってこいつら私のパンツ食べたのよ。変態なのよ。
Hang on, we didn't eat them. Who the hell would eat panties?
ほんと、盗人たけだけしいとはこのことね。こんなやつと同じクラスなんてついてないわ。
あーやだやだ。この辺なんか汗臭くない？消毒しなくちゃ。
Fuusen pulled out a bottle of perfume and started spraying the air at us. This reeks. What is it?
庶民がデオールのポワズンが臭いなんてね。
It's got frickin' poison in its name, for crying out loud. Oh, so it is poison. Are you some kind of wrestling heel now? I find that weird about wrestling. Just like, in terms of like, they got like words for it. It's like, okay, the good guy and the bad guy. Or the good girl and the bad girl. All the same, the bad one is called a heel. And the good one is called a babyface. And I remember I had a wrestling magazine years ago off a friend, right? And it like had a list of like these wrestlers and all that, and it just like it would show what they would usually play as a role, be heel or babyface. And I remember just looking at the wrestler and just like, what does it mean by heel or babyface? Just like whenever it say babyface, just like does their face resemble a baby? But that's not what it is. It just means babyface, good guy, heel, bad guy. I mean, who came up with those terms? She kept spraying her poisonous mist on me. That's when the door was slammed open.
何やってるんだ?
Ah. Daigo just returned from the bathroom and rushed towards us.
わ、出たおっさん。
おっさん言うな。
おっさんはおっさんでしょ。どこから見てもおっさんだわ。
俺のことはまあいいよ。でも連れのことは悪く言うなよ。
Daigo is a bro.
何こいつ、どう思ってるじゃない。キモいわ。
カズシはな、俺たちの。
He started having trouble getting the words out. His giant body trembled. This is bad. When he gets cornered, he explodes.
おい、どうしたんだ。
Pierre and Appo came back with perfect timing.
なんだよ、またこの造形ミス女がよ。何俺のたちにイチャモンつけてんだ。
They rushed for us too. Now it was 3 boys against 2 girls and one big mess waiting to happen.
何かばやってんのよ。男ってほんとキモいわね。
もういいわよ、行きましょう。
さくらとはるかちゃんも一緒に来るのよ。
なあ、私もなの？じゃあね、はるまくんとお友達たち。
二度と来んな。
まったくギャーギャー言っちゃって想像しいわね。だから女って嫌なのよ。
I was really worried about Ran when she said that. Is she getting along well with the girls in our class? What about you, Ran? You don't have to stick up for us.
別にないけど。
Don't care, but...
そんなことどうでもいいじゃない。それよりいい感じに負け犬たちが揃ったじゃない。
She looked at us with a triumphant grin. Us? Losers?
あんたたちの失策はね、私に話を通さなかったってことよ。今度は私に頼りなさい。
What are you talking about?
昨日のあんたたちの失策の話よ。私に話を通さなかったからあんなひどい目にあったのよ。
It's like, I can just imagine in Rand's head, this is just like, let me be your manager here. You'll pay me to make you look less like a fool.
この学園のことなら私を通しなさい。私は隅々まで知り尽くしてるんだから。
But, you know, this information comes at a price. And how would they be able to trust her advice on that? She lied to Kazushi about the secret organization shit. But then again, that was mostly down to, you know, the protagonist being a bit gullible. But understandable in the situation because he was being pursued by a sentient freaking sign trying to kill him.
あんたたちみたいな年頃の男子が好きそうな秘密の場所に私が案内するわ。
マジですか。それはいかにも天国みたいな場所なんだろうな。
即昇天間違いなしよ。ま、あんたたちの心がけ次第だけどね。
何をおっしゃいますか。俺たち心がけはいっつもオール5だったですよ。ほら、
What?
まだ早く出せ。
What are you referring to, Appo?
出せって何を？
心がけだよ、心がけ。誠意を見せなきゃ失礼だろ。
So, money.
あら、あんたものが分かってるじゃないの。ほらほら、みんなも見習って。
Fine. I could feel my world getting lighter and lighter every day. Ren guides us to an ornate building. Hey, isn't this... Yep, this is the girls' dorm, the very place we dreamed of living in before we found out about our shack.
まさかまさかの女子寮でござい。ここにエーデン学園女子の知られざる裏も表もすべて詰まってるのよ。
ほら、めまいが。大丈夫か、アッポ。鼻血出てるぞ。
まさに出血大サービスね。
中で写真撮ってもいいかな？
Fuck. It's like I keep saying, Daigo is kind of usually very reserved, but when he has his moments, he's just like, what the fuck?
写真撮影は別料金ね。1枚500円なんだけど、5000円で撮り放題でいいわ。
Damn, that's quite pricey. What? That's too much.
5000円だな。
Didn't take him long to decide on that. It's just like it's like it's not a tour of a museum or some shit, you know, where it's like, okay, we're touring, no photography unless you pay an additional fee and have tour guide with you or some shit. I don't know. The hell, he's actually paying it. I didn't know Daigo was rich.
俺も写真撮る。
Everyone paid her 5,000 yen. I didn't know any of you were so wealthy.
カズシはいいの？
Probably not. I didn't bring my camera. Not to mention that you've already taken all of my money. So, just like, this was made in 2006, right, this novel? So, like, technology wasn't quite smartphone back then, was it? I mean, I still don't have a smartphone. My phone goes back to 2009, I think. Still use it. So it's like nearly a decade old. It's ridiculous. But that's not a smartphone, you know. Smartphones, when did they even become a thing? But, you know, my phone has a camera on it for 2006. Well, I remember having this old-ass Sony Ericsson phone that I don't know where it is anymore. In 2006, it was like a 2005 model phone. So, you know, that had a camera on it. And it didn't have a lot of memory on it, but it had a camera, you know. So, if they have phones, they probably have cameras on it. And, no plus point for it being Japan, ahead of the game in technology and all. So, they probably would have some decent phones. But I guess they'd just be carrying around regular cameras, I suppose. Not to mention that you've already taken all my money!
あ、そう。じゃあ、そろそろ準備はいいかしら。
Is everybody ready to look at how much time has passed? 58 minutes. Should we go on a tour? Why not? Everyone else was in a trance like living bobbleheads.
では、エーデン学園ミステリーツアー出発
With bubbly eyes.
さーっとそう。
Now this kind of resembles the outside of my window, really. Loads of vines leading directly up to my window. Just like the whole house, just like only on my side. I mean, why, man? There's just vines everywhere.
そうだ。
The four of us tiptoed our way through the hall, just like thieves. Though what we were trying to do made us no better than thieves.
あんたらビビりすぎ。それじゃ逆に怪しいって。
But we're going to be in serious trouble if we get caught. And are forbidden here, right? If we're caught walking along in here, we're done for. As soon as we're spotted, we're out.
大丈夫だって。今はいつ？授業中でしょ？誰もいるわけないんだから。
Ran easily reassured us. I had completely forgotten about that. No student would be in the dorm now.
なんだ無人かよ。誰もいない寮に忍び込んで何しようってんだ。
あんたらスケベなくせにバカね。女子寮なんてこんな時しか入れないわよ。誰もいないからこそあんたらが大手を振って歩き回れるんじゃない。
Yes, that's true. If we came while people were around, we'd be caught in no time.
それに誰もいないってわけじゃないのよ。
Ran was up to something.
誰がいるんだ。
みんな黙ってついてらっしゃい。料金分の仕事はするわよ。静かにね。
Ran led the way and signaled for us to be silent. And she stopped in front of the door to one of the rooms.
この部屋か。誰が。
この時間生徒はみんな授業を受けてるのよ。だとしたら寮に残ってる可能性があるのは誰？
The old lady who cleans?
学食のおばちゃん。
学園長？
あんたらみんなそんなにおばちゃんが好き？熟女フェチなの？
No.
でしょ？それに 私があんたたちをおばちゃんのところに案内するわけないじゃないのよ。あ、もし本当に熟女フェチならもっと他にいいとこがあるわよ。その気があったら声かけてね。
いやー、俺ら興味ないっす。
それよりじゃあこの部屋は。
ちょっと考えればわかるでしょ。おばちゃん以外の生徒じゃない女って言ったら誰よ。
It's not a girl in a class, but it's not an old lady either. A young woman who's not a student. Ah! It struck us all like lightning.
わかった、メイちゃんだ。
ピンポン、大正解。
ここがメイちゃんの部屋か。
It was amazing. All of a sudden, the room looked special.
先生いるのか。
メイちゃんはお昼を食べたら1時間昼寝する習慣なの。今がちょうどその時間よ。
寝顔。
どけ、俺にも見せろ。
俺も。
What the hell, guys? My friend started fighting for the best seat. Ran gave me a smile.
カズシは見ないの？
I'm too late. There's no room.
ははついてないわね。追加料金で特等席に招待してあげようか。
I don't have any more money.
稼いでよ。お金は稼いで私に貢ぐためにあるんだからね。カズシも頑張って。
What kind of a request is that? I'm impressed she can say that with such confidence. It's hard to argue when she's that clear. We heard her waking up. Wasn't that her voice?
メイちゃんが目を覚ました。寝ぼけまなこかよ。色っぺ。
That's sexy. Let me see it to you.
着替え始めた。
Say what? I squeezed in between them and peeked inside. Oh my. This picture, Michael Cole's commentary. Oh my. This is the first time we see her wearing casual clothes. Her thin shirt was sweaty and sexually sticking to her skin.
寝汗で下着までびっしょり。下着も変えようかな。
Who says stuff like this out loud to themselves?
下。
脱げ、下着脱げ。
Wow, this is getting interesting.
ちょっとサービス良すぎね。追加料金が必要かな。
Oh my.
見えすぎちゃって、なんだか悪いことしてる気分になってきた。
俺も。ランちゃん、俺追加料金払うよ。
Man, these guys.
俺も。
マジ？みんな小心者で嬉しいな。
I don't know why we felt like we had to pay rent extra or why we felt like we'd be forgiven if we paid her, but we all paid up. Then once we paid her, we felt like getting our money's worth. Alright guys, let's go back to the show. Hey, Sensei was in nothing but her underwear.
シャワー浴びたいけど時間ないし、せめて体拭いて着替えて。
She turned her back to us. All we could see was her sexy back and her front reflected in the mirror.
すっげえプロポーション。細い腰見ろよ。人形見て。
You know what? With that mirror, I bet it's like, you know what that's gonna lead to, don't you?
おっぱいパンパンじゃん。あれだよ、あれが女だろ。他の女子も見習えよな。
You can't learn a lesson from that. It's like, look at that, plump and bouncy boobs. You could learn a lesson from that. What lesson? It's like, nothing you can really learn from that, Tapo.
あんたらね、私がいるって忘れてない？
Most likely, they were too focused on picking to notice anything going on around them. Our eyes were fixed on every move Mei Sensei made.
なんか面白くないな。
Come on, Ran, you should watch too. You don't get this chance often.
私完全に男扱いされてるよね。
Ran still ended up looking inside the room anyways.
確かにすごいけど。
おっぱいおっぱい
こんな顔面が壊れるほどかしらね。
Well, are you surprised? Ran's voice carried a hint of jealousy.
もう胸の谷間に汗がすごい。汗もになっちゃう。だから夏場って嫌なのよね。
She was about to wipe the sweat from her cleavage. Her hands reached around her back to the hook of her bra. We all stopped breathing in anticipation of her next move. But for some reason, she froze in place. She had a sudden flash of inspiration. We couldn't move either. We kept silent. She started looking at herself in the mirror.
私はもしかしたら宇宙人かもしれない。
She finally moved to mutter that. What does Mei Sensei mean she's an alien?
メイちゃんってそうなの？
私も知らない。聞いたことない。
でも本人が言うなら間違いないんじゃないの？
She's an alien? Sensei stared in the mirror as if she was trying to uncover her own identity. Then her lips moved again.
メイインブラック。メインブラック。
Huh?
いい感じ。メモっておこうっと。
She grabbed a nearby notepad and jotted it down.
メイインブラックって
ダジャレかよ。
先生、お茶メイさん。
Appo's bad joke filled everyone with the urge to kill. Yet, that aside.
Oh.
By the time we recovered from the bad puns and started watching again, she was already wearing a new bra.
見逃したくっそー。
あら、残念だったわね。
でも黒色べ
やっぱり今日は黒いブラね。ブラはブラック。メイインブラックだからね。
That laugh.
なえた。
今日はいつになく冴えてるわね。この分なら午後も頑張れそう。
She thought it was hilarious. Oh. Huh? Is it just me or is she looking at us in the mirror? She sees us, right? No way. Let's try this. I made a funny face just to see if she'd notice us. She laughed. Shit, she can see us. She knows we're here.
そうだ、写真写真。
そうだな。5000円払ったんだからな。
Wouldn't that just like... I mean, she's already noticed them, but that would draw attention even more. The guys were finally getting ready to take pictures. They didn't realize that she had noticed us. We need to run now. I don't know why, but Sensei's willing to act like she doesn't notice. Hey, let's get out of here. We'll be in trouble if anyone comes.
何言ってんだバカ和志。
授業中だから誰も来ないって。それより写真。
Pictures are bad, guys. If you take any, she won't stay quiet.
はーい、チーズ。
Dumbass! I covered up his camera lens.
今手で隠したろ。何すんだよ。
We really need to stop now.
やばいよ。今のフラッシュはまずかったかも。
そうだぞ。盗撮なのにフラッシュ焚くバカがいるか。メイちゃんに気づかれるだろうが。
すまん、使い方がよくわからなくて。
いや、そうじゃなくて。 やっぱり見つかった。
Busted. Ah! The mysterious weeds from the corridors were rushing towards us. Oh. Magical weeds. Well, they did say that all this stuff was like the source of the island's power or something. They're sentient as well. This must be a security system. Ivy! The ivy was snaking its way over to get us.
なんだよこれ。
この量のセキュリティ、さっきのフラッシュで気づかれちゃった。
You call this a security system? Wait, what? What? Would it like any flashing lights, and it'll like go straight for them? Like, does it know by gender or anything like that, or does it? Because if not for that, it wouldn't make any sense, really. Just like if it just goes for anyone based on sound like that, wouldn't it just be chasing all the residents of the dorm? Is this because of alchemy as well? That Ivy is moving like some living creature.
捕まったらまずいよ。とにかく逃げて。
逃げるってどこから？
Several vines of ivy were coming at us from all directions. There was no escape to our left or right.
窓から逃げて。
What floor are they on, though? Ran open the window telling us to jump. Got it, come on! No hesitation. We jumped through the window. We became birds.
ここ3階じゃんか。
Figures, the top floor. Realistically, they'd all die from that.
ああ、大丈夫？
I'm assuming that Ran is still in the building and isn't being pursued by the vines because she's a girl, I imagine. What do you think?
元気じゃん。よかったよかった。
I mean, imagine if they landed on that. It would, well, would that make it worse landing on that rather than the grass? Pretty. What a nice breeze. I couldn't fall asleep because of this afternoon, so I decided to go for a walk. You'll probably run into Natsume again, I imagine. Alright, for time now, though. Hour and 14 minutes. Well, the audio will go out of sync if I record any further than that. I'm sitting here with my legs crossed, as usual. So, kinda aches. So anyways, I guess I'll see you next time. I can't believe this trial version is still ongoing. But, yeah. See you next time, viewers. See you next time.